I am here. I am here. There I am. Okay, so today we will be playing Turtaria. Turtaria. Yeah. And we will be playing it modded. So we are going to have the Calamity mod on, and there's a few others. Calamity, Fargo's, basically, you know, the basic shit that everyone loves to see. All the shit that will lag your game at the end game. But first, we're doing Wordle. Give me that penis. No. Ooh, Jesus. Oh. Okay. Domi. Dorm? Dofi? Dory? Dosi. Dobie? Doey. Something tells me it's not this. So it's probably something something. Nope, something OA something D. That doesn't feel right though. Foamed? Roamed. Roid. Rogie. Roby. Rovy. Roxy. Rosie. Roey. Wait, why am I doing Y? I'm supposed to be doing D. Robed. Roved. Roast. Roast. Road. 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 Roast. Road. Roared. Dude, I don't fucking know what this is. Okay. I can't even test it with that. This is R, the other one. Yeah, so what if I do dorm, dorb, door, door, dorps, doors, doors, door, dorg, door, dory, door. Okay. Let's try this. Let's do something's here. OARD. Board. Easy. Bam. Just like that. Give me 1 sec, I'm just trying to be annoying. Play. Let's see. Order, request, reserve, book. Print, paste, save. What? Hell yeah. Bring syndicate family. Genus. Fuck. Crew. So fucking easy. So easy. I meant to press a mini when I did that, but that's fine. Oh, this is the same one from yesterday. So fucking lame. Costco. Hawaiian Host Aloha Max Carry Packs. Let's do $12.49. Figured. $15.49. $20.49. $23.49. Let's go. Okay, this is a new one because we're doing Terraria today. So let's do the star. There it is. Yeah. Mode obtained in 3 tries. It's not arranged. Has higher damage than this. Slower. Higher rarity. Auto material. Okay, so let's just try the Terra Blade. Interesting. Just try the phase saber. I'm so glad this gives so many tries because there's so many weapons to choose from. And to be honest, I don't know all of them. I do know this is obtained in hard mode though. Material for something else. Yeah, I know this. Melee damage. Do boomer? What about yo-yo? It does do 70 damage, but it's slower and not as rare. Okay. What else can I guess? I'm not like the most familiar with a lot of these weapons. I would like to do this one too, maybe. I don't know. Weapons. Yeah, just try the shroomerang. Okay. Let's just try this. Weapon type sword. Doesn't narrow it down all that much. Let's just try the hard mode weapons. Dude, honestly, I have no clue. Melee 70, slow, yellow rarity, auto. It is a material and it's obtained by crafting. Is it like some kind of hammer? No, because it's a sword. But what hard mode sword at that point is slow? Is it like fucking palladium? No. All I can think of is maybe mithril. No. Ymir? Oh, way too much damage. Holy shit. Dude, I have no clue. Oh, what is that? Hold on. No. This one. Yeah. I recognized that sprite as soon as I saw like the little blurry image there. Hell yeah. Alright. So let's close that. Go to just chatting for a sec while I pull up the mod loader. Game in. I don't think I have Turtaria on this. Here we are. New character. And let's see. We're gonna try and make Ruffle it. That's not quite it. Oh, that's cool. When did they add flowing hair like that? It's more down. Let's just go with that. Kind of like green. Move this that way. That looks pretty good. Eyes are Should be right around here-ish, like gold-colored eyes. I'm like pasty fucking white. Kablam. Okay, let's make this. It's like a light blue kind of color. Yeah. And like some light brown on pants and good. And actually, I was doing a little test, make sure that it was running fine. And delete this too. New, we're doing a large on master and create. Got like a little tickle in my throat there. Coughing for a minute. Okay. Alright, so right away, that's not how I do that. It's gonna take me a minute to remember the controls, but right away I do want to do this. We are gonna do this in Revengeance mode. Go ahead and put on the family heirloom. Figure out what this is. Enables eternity mode. Reverse bosses, item draws, de-horized starter hack. First boss off faster. We are not going to do that one. We will do the rest of them, though. That's a pickaxe, not an axe. Yeah, like I said, it is going to take me a minute to remember how to play. I did like a little bit of messing around in that test world that you guys saw, but I really didn't do all that much. I was just making sure that I could run around and shit without everything dying. Oh my gosh, you're here and your name's a different color. We just started. You did miss all the dailies though. Melodic flute. I don't think I'll mind. Oh, it's just all there. And I think there's another one over here. Couldn't really tell because it was very, very dark. But I think there's another one over here. Hell yeah, I was right. By the way, Lauren, how are you doing? Oh. How's the fam? You walked a lot. I hate that for you. Walking fucking sucks. How do you throw your back out? You fucking cocksucker. You have back problems? I didn't know about that. Really don't want like a ton of living ones. Get over here. Get over here. Fuck. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'll fuck you up. Get over here. Okay, good help. Got an energy core, which I need. Because those Wolfram parts sometimes need an energy core. And normally it's only one, so I could probably craft some of that Wolfram stuff. By the way, this is the modded stuff. Just like when we play Repo, I'm adding mods to make the game harder. Although you're gonna be so proud of me. I decided not to do the masochist mode. My day's been, you know how it goes. Why the fuck is it like that? I don't want that there. Oh. Fuck out of here with that shit. Seven, 8, and 10. 3, 4. We are going for the bare minimum of being livable. I am a scumbag landlord. Kablam. Shabwam. Wham. Doors. Legally required to have doors. Unfortunately. Legally required to have walls. Unfortunately. Legally required to be lit. Unfortunately. Damn. Bare minimum housing. I am a landlord. Oh. I want this. Alright. Need crafting station here. Here comes the legally required walls. Bam, let's go. We got houses. Damn, wouldn't you want to live here? I know, it's fucking amazing here. Oh yeah, did I tell you any over text yet? I genuinely cannot remember. Have bombs? Oh, I do. So, demolitionist. What do I have? Okay, so. Let's see. Okay, so, there was one, right? There was two girls and a guy. They wanted to use the pool after the pool was already closed, which is a big no-no, obviously, because why would we let anyone ever use the pool after it's closed? You know? So, two girls and a guy come down, and they're like, hey, we want to get into the pool, but it's closed. Would you be able to like unlock it and just kind of let us swim in there? And I was like, nope, no can do. I have a job that I don't necessarily like, but I like getting money, so I'm not gonna fuck that up. And they're like, oh well, if you want, I can like come back there and like make it worth your while, you know? And I was like, no, not even fucking chance. And after I said no to that, she pointed to the guy that was with them, and she was like, hey, my friend here is actually gay, if that's the issue that you're having there. I'm like, listen, I said no already, just go back up to your fucking room. That's fucking wild. Like, first off, offering like little sexual favors to try and get into a pool after it's closed. It's a hotel fucking pool. then when I say no, you're like, oh, well, obviously, if you didn't like me, the problem is you're gay. So, here's my guy friend. It's fucking wild. Yeah, I know. So, that was one of the times. Now, I do this thing a lot where I act pretty oblivious if people would like hit on me at the front desk or anything. So normally I would act like obviously really, really oblivious and just seem like I'm just some innocent fucking snowflake that doesn't understand what's happening. So there was more than a few times where someone would just come up and like start putting some moves on me and be like, hey, I don't know, like looking kind of like a fucking snack there, almost like a whole ass meal. I doubt anyone's ever said that to me, but you know what? That's the one we're going with. There was this one girl though that would that had sat there and was doing that for like 5 minutes, and I was just firmly being like, oh yeah, I don't really know what you're talking about there. And she was like, eventually like, you're not too interested, are you? And I'm like, I can't really say that I am, honestly. She's like, wow, you're a very innocent person. And then just like stood there and stared for like 10 seconds and then walked off. And that would just be how I dealt with people flirting at the front desk, because I don't know. Most people I don't think enjoy being flirted with while they're working. But like, you know, I'm not gonna like turn someone down because there's some crazy ass people and they will just call in and start complaining if I do that, guaranteed. So instead I do that. But yeah, I don't know. That was weird. Oh, people tipped crazy things there too. Like there was this wedding that was happening in the convention center attached to the hotel, and it was between two like families of like high-end whiskey distributors, which I didn't know was like a thing, like a family whiskey distributor. I mean, it makes sense, like just having a family business like that. I just didn't think it was like a big thing, you know? But they had a lot of people there. The bartender had gone home by that point, and I was just bored. So I would go over and basically just talk to these guys till like 3 a.m. when they finally got tired enough to go up to their room. But since I sat there talking to them, they basically just like tipped me by giving me like they had like 3 bottles. I can't remember exactly what they were. I remember one of them was like a red label, but they said that the total value of them full was like $500 or something like that. But they gave me like 3 half bottles of whiskey, and at the time I was like 19, so like 19, 20, somewhere around there. And they just gave them to me as a tip. Had a lot of weird tipping stories. Yeah, dude, people at hotels will just tip you fucking anything. Literally, I have a canoe sitting out. I have a canoe because someone tipped it to me. Yeah, I know, I didn't even drink it. I ended up giving it out as like gifts. So, okay, so 2 people I mainly gave it to. My older brother, who I was like, hey, I got these from work. At the time, I didn't know I could have like a fucking heart attack from drinking. So naturally, I did try some of them. But, allegedly, because I was under the legal drinking age. So it's all alleged. But, I gave 2 of them to my brother as like a birthday gift, I think. And the other one I ended up just giving to this guy that I worked with at the time. He was about to become assistant desk manager. His name was Josh. He was pretty cool. But yeah, me and him did night shift together for like not a month, but probably like 6 months before he got promoted. But that was pretty cool. Yeah, but the weird tips that I got was the whiskey, a full-size canoe, and a Macintosh 2 computer. Like the old fucking Macintosh 2 with like the dial-up connection on it. Oh yeah. Like I said, people fucking tip anything. Oh, that's good stories. Oh, I survived the night. Let's see. Ooh, this isn't my story, but this happened at the hotel. Why are they jumping so high? Those things have like some crazy fucking hops in this right now. So, like I said, not my story, but there was this girl that worked at the hotel. Actually, I had 2 stories about this. 3 about girls that worked at the hotel, and 2 about this specific girl. But, let's see. There was this guy that I was really cool with. His name was Tony. And, this girl was like, she had it fucking bad for him, and everyone at the hotel knew it. And there wasn't a single person that did not know that she had a thing for him, mainly because she would always be like, you know, Tony, he's like really, really cool and like attractive. Like she would genuinely just say, like, he's like attractive and shit. But one day he's like, you know what? Despite what the people say, I'm gonna put my dick in crazy. She was crazy, by the way. That's not even me like just being like mean, because she was like, oh, she's really attractive. She was like batshit fucking crazy. But he ends up sleeping with her with no intention of dating her at all, which is what she wants, and he knows that. But he does that and then is trying to like get her to stop talking to him, basically, because he doesn't want that to go any further. But she's not taking the hints, and he's not putting out hints. He's like saying, hey, I don't want this to continue any further. Well, one day he's at home, he has a kid, he's at home with his sister watching a movie, and she climbs through his fucking bedroom window, just full on breaks into his fucking house while he's with his sister watching a movie. Yeah, his sister was the one that found her, like, climbing through his bedroom window because she went to go grab something. And yet he still didn't call the fucking cops on her for that. Which is crazy, because in the US, if you don't get, like, shot for that, you're gonna get the cops called on you for that normally. Yeah, why wouldn't you? I mean, but yeah, I also ended up making that same girl cry at work. Like, she cried and then went out to her car. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Their boss coming? Listen, I tried to talk to this girl as little as fucking possible. So if the fact that I made her cry is crazy because of how, like, unoften I talk to her. But I came to take over, or I came to wait till my shift started. I wasn't even coming to take over the desk yet. I got there like a couple hours early because I took the bus, and it just so happened to get there. I just so happened to catch an earlier bus than I normally did. So I get there early. It's only Tony down at the front desk there. She's completely fucking gone. No clue where she is, but she's supposed to be there. And so I clock in early to help him deal with all the people that are coming through, because it's like insanely busy when I come in. And she comes back like a fucking hour later, and Tony had told me that she was just bringing up a blanket to a guest, and then someone asked for like a rollaway bed to be brought to their room. And we were talking when she came back to the front desk about how tough it was because there were so many people, and naturally a few of them had like complaints and stuff. But we were talking about that, and she came in and she was like, yeah, no, I had a really tough time too. And so I turned to her and I was like, you literally just had to grab someone a blanket. that was all you had to do. And so she started crying and ran off to her car. A little mean, maybe, but yeah, no, I'm like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she is crazy to be mean. I'm saying she has like some genuine like emotional imbalance. I'm using it as like a diagnostic term, not as an insult. I'm being insulting as I say it, but I'm not using it solely as an insult. Let's see. Other cool stories. Yeah, exactly. He's just a little special. So part of my job, like overnight, was to like, so there was a few bits to it. I had to make sure all the guests got checked in, deal with any noise complaints that happened overnight, which was pretty common, close out all the accounts, and then check the convention center at like 3 a.m. maybe, or it was like 1 or 3 a.m. I can't remember which one. But I had to go through the convention center and make sure there was like no homeless people camped out in there, because obviously the rich bastards that own the hotel wouldn't want anyone staying there for free. My opinion on it doesn't matter because I don't own the hotel, but you know, first off, the kitchen, when you walk in there, it genuinely just looks like you're walking into a horror movie. It looks like there should be a body on one of the tables that is being chopped up by like some bloody butcher, you know? It looks like crime should be committed there. Yeah, no, and I'm there looking for people, so I am going to be jump scared when there is people. Which is where this story comes in, because someone set up a whole ass tent in the convention center and was fucking sleeping there when I got there. Like a whole ass fucking tent. I need that. Yeah, no, that was definitely crazy, because that was the first time that I actually saw a homeless person in there. And it ended up being the only time I ended up seeing a homeless person in there. And there was this other time. This one's not as funny of a story. It's actually kind of a sad story, but it's a story. There was this Marine Corps gala at the hotel. It was like one of the events happening in the convention center. And there was this girl who was in the Marines that brought her boyfriend as the +1. And I was at the front desk at the time because it had just turned over to my shift. And she comes up to the front desk, tears streaming down her face, and she was like, "Hey, I have another friend over at the staying over at the Marriott. I was just wondering if you could walk me over there, or make sure she's over there and walk me over." And I was like, "Yeah, I can do that. Is everything okay though? You seem upset. You know, no shit, because there's like she's fucking crying like a lot." So, I was talking with her, and she was like, "Yeah, my boyfriend gets kind of angry when he's drunk." So, I was kind of in like a position where I was like, I should probably take this dude out, like, you know. But at the same time, it's a hotel full of Marines that have been drinking, and I'm a big guy. I'm not big like that, you know? I'm a big guy, I'm not that big. So I'm sitting there, so I like help her over to the other side there, call over, make sure that her friend is actually over there, and help her over. We kind of stop halfway in the convention center because I have a lot of like anxiety issues and stuff, so I was trying to help her calm down before we got over there. And so she calms down, and she was asking me not to kick her boyfriend out because I offered to. And I was kind of like making some jokes about it, trying to help her like calm down. She seemed to think they were funny. I wasn't doing anything like too crazy. I was obviously being like sympathetic to her situation because that's a shitty situation to be in. So I help her get over there, and she's like, hey, really, please don't kick him out because we're gonna get home and he's gonna be even more upset. But I really didn't want to leave it there. Like, I'm not gonna like, obviously if she doesn't want him kicked out, I'm not gonna kick him out because I don't know what exactly the situation is. I don't know what's gonna make it worse or whatever, you know? So instead I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna like get a hold of like the what's the guy, what's that called? The CO, the commanding officer that was there. I was being vague about it. I was like, hey, something happened at the hotel, like a personal situation happened at the hotel with like this person. She seemed pretty shaken up about it. I'd be really appreciative if you could like check in and make sure she's doing okay. Because personally, I was a little concerned about it. And I wanted to make sure she was okay, obviously. So, I had texted the guy in charge to like make sure that she was like okay and stuff. And I mean, he said she was okay when he talked to her, so there's no real conclusion to the story. It's just kind of like a shitty situation, you know? But it's Anne's story that happened. No, like that. No. You son of a bitch! Yeah, I mean, it's a situation that happens. It was something I would have to deal with, you know. And plus, like, even if it happened on like a different shift, every single person there saved all of like the shittiest situations until I got there. Because I'm fucking big guy. Not that big, but you know. So they would be like, hey, there's this guy. He's kind of like, he needs to be kicked out, but he was kind of like yelling and threatening people. So we really need you to go up there and like take care of this. And I'm like, the fuck? I don't want to take care of that. The fuck do you think this is? I have the muscle makeup of a fucking sponge. What are you talking about? I'm not built to deal with this. And then of course because they wait for me to get there to deal with it, it's all stuff from like first shift, so it's all like fucking 8 hours old. Listen, I am talking about my body build when I say that. I am not referring to any type of muscle that I may or may not have. He's in here. When I say that, that is just my body makeup. Yeah, my cousin was like a big like football guy, and he was like the high school quarterback basically. And he was like being scouted by like the NFL and shit, and he was the one that was like, hey, you know, you are basically like built like a linebacker. You should be playing football, because like if you worked at it, you could be like fucking huge, you know? So that's where I got that description from. That is not how I would describe myself normally, but he was like, yeah, you are like built like a linebacker. You should be playing football. And meanwhile I was like, but I'm doing the marching band. I'm marching the bands, you know? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. As long as you are solely focused on like my legs and back, I have the muscles to back up both those areas. Now, if you talk about anywhere else, like my legs, I helped a neighbor push their like fucking shitty ass Toyota up like a small hill in their yard when the battery died. And so I managed to push that up the hill. I have the muscle to do that, but that's all legs. That's legs and back. That's my bread and butter. Now, if you ask me to lift the back of the car, I'm gonna be like, you should see, do we have like 12 more people? We go by like arm strength. I bet you any fucking money I'd lose an arm wrestle to a fucking preschooler. That's not exactly true, but I'm painting a picture for you. Yeah, the only other job that I really had that I got a lot of like cool stories for was used to be the night shift manager at a McDonald's. Yeah, there was a lot of crazy fuckers in that place. Yeah, there was, we had just gotten through a rush, and there was this lady, that like this fucking elderly lady. She was like easily in her 70s. And we gave her order earlier on. At the time, I wasn't a manager, but the manager that was there, went to like go like finish some things up because we had just been super busy, so we were trying to refill everything. And if you don't know, on night shift, it's not like during the day where they have like 12 people on at a time. On night shift, there's only 3. So it's me, the manager, and one other person. So the manager goes up to the window after helping like get things caught up and just sees this old fucking lady halfway through the like automatic window, like reaching over into like where the straws and shit were because she said we forgot her straw. She didn't knock or anything on the window because I would have heard that. Because the grill and stuff, which I was doing, was like right there. So I would have like heard if she was like knocking on the window trying to get someone's attention or something like that. She was not. Not at all. Yeah, people are fucking nutcases, especially at 3 a.m. Killed a squirrel. Yeah, it does. Yeah, McDonald's was a crazy place to work. And I live in like an area that's like very, very, very like mixed politically. So there would be like times where it like in the same night it would happen that like someone like came through the fucking drive-through like fucking doing drugs in the drive-through with like a police officer sitting across from them and asking if I want to hit their fucking blunt. And then it would like obviously they did more than that, but like I'm not gonna say some of that other stuff on Twitch, but or TikTok for that matter. But like then immediately after there would be people that have an issue because the person at the drive-through window taking their money and shit isn't white, so they're saying all the slurs, like to the person's face. And at the time I was a manager, so I was like, I come up and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna finish out this transaction, she's gonna go take my spot over on the grill. To which he starts saying more slurs, saying how he doesn't want slur to touch his fucking food. I was like, you're gonna pick one or the other because I'm not doing all the jobs. Mind you, the entire time this guy has like 2 guns visible in his car. So I'm trying to be like as firm as I can without pissing this guy off. So he's going off about this, and I had the girl go back and like work on the grill for right now. And eventually the dude just drives off because I'm really not giving him an option on it. And I'm not gonna fucking entertain that guy. I have such a low tolerance for that kind of shit. Fuck you, dude. Yeah, no, but that guy in particular was having like a heated gamer moment in the fucking drive-thru. Dude coming through like looking like he was in like the prime of his life during the Prohibition era. He looked exactly how you think he would. I also taught my entire McDonald's store how to make a McGangbang. If you don't know, is like a secret menu item, quote unquote, because McDonald's doesn't officially have a secret menu. Mainly just if the grill cook is cool, they'll make it for you. Ours was a franchise store, and we were told explicitly never to make any secret menu items, or we would be written up. So naturally, I showed them how to make secret menu items. Because when I was the manager there, my thing was just like, oh, that's fine, I'll probably just be telling stories and stuff, so. But yeah, I was a manager, and my main thing was like, hey, just get your shit done. Don't get yourself in trouble. Don't get me in trouble. And I don't really care what else you do. And that seemed to work pretty good. I would straight up say that to people. Flat out. Hi, cousin. Does your cousin know that you hang out with like a 2D guy? Dude, I found the hive already? What the fuck? That's wild. I'm not ready to fight that yet, though. Fucker. Okay, let's see. How much? Oh, I just dropped all my coins. That's great. I love that. Ah. Well, I can sell some of this stuff if I get the merchant first. I'm seeing a flaw with that plan. Okay, let's just build another layer to this. These real quick. Bam. Bam. All right. Here. Oh, didn't make it. Door. Door. Wall. And torches. Bam, bam. Let's make a few more of these. Didn't realize I still had some. We'll wait for it to jump back up. A moment when they name you Sisyphus. Alright, so workbench. Keep accidentally right clicking when I start doing shit. But that drops them. Let's bam, bam. Got more houses. Not trying to make them happy, I'm trying to make sure they live. Rickety mining contraption. Dig a small tunnel, press right click, instantly detonate. No, it must just make... I'm just curious on how they work. So, like, if Oh, it just digs. I'll get the scammer in a sec. Let's ban you. Do I have rope? I do. Boom. Got it made. Damn, I wish I was a little bit better at this game so I could do some of the cooler stuff. Like, sooner. Good as new. Oh, I can shop. Oh, fuck. Okay. So I need to abandoned Wolfram helmet. I'll sell that. I'll sell the corrupt torches. I'll sell all of the throwing daggers. I ask now. What am I willing to sell? That sells for anything, I'll do it. I don't particularly like gills. Not a fan of Swift. Lunker, mining, I'll sell all those. I'll sell that. Sell these, sell the throwing birds. That antline mount or mandible. All those. That got and gold. I don't remember exactly how many I need for a merchant, but I'm probably going to be ending pretty soon here because I am tired. That's right, I said it. I'm fucking tired. So, I'm gonna save and exit here. Alrighty, let's see who is live. That's not the site I wanted to go to. Decisions. Yeah. Alrighty. That's going to be it for this one. I will be live tomorrow. Yeah, that's probably it.